Hi, I'm Tharuki and this is my Shiny app for the box office analysis. Here I created a dashboard with 5 tabs. In the EDA tab, this is for the EDA analysis. And here I added a year slider and a country filter. Here we can select all countries at once or a specific country. And in this graph, I added the GDP per capita versus revenue per GDP. And all these are in log scale, and I classified each country as having high versus low box office performance relative to its economic size. And from the green color, we can see the high performance, and from the red color, we can see the low performance. Yeah, I'll select the Australia. Here we can see the graph is changing, and I'll move on to the box office analysis. So here I added the year filter. We can see the graphs are changing, and in this bar chart I added the top production countries for that specific year. And in this one, domestic versus foreign revenue in a box a diagram, and in this is a bar chart for the average revenue by the movie type. So by looking at this, we can have an idea about which type is generating more revenue. And in the GDP analysis, I added a slider here, and we can see the graphs are changing. And in this bar chart, I added the top 10 economies for that year, for that specific year range. And in this graph, we can see the GDP trend of the major economies for that time period, which I selected from here. So we can select the countries here, so we can have an idea about the trend. And in the population analysis, select we can select countries from here, and we can select the years. We can see the graphs are changing according to the year and the countries. And here I added the population trend over time for specific years. We can see the year, countries here, and I added a population heat map to have an idea about the population over time. And in the correlation metrics, I added the correlation metrics which I used for the analysis. That's all. Thank you.